These are the best altar portals in Apex Legends Season 21 on Kings Canyon. I have provided timestamps in the description so you guys can go check out your favorite POI or different place on the Kings Canyon map. If you like videos like this, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, as 95% of you guys are not subscribed, and I would really appreciate it as we're closing in on 10,000 subscribers. If you have any portal spots that weren't in this video and you want to share them with me, make sure to go to my Twitter, which is always linked in the description with all my other social media. So sit back and relax and enjoy 22 minutes of neat altar plays that you can use in your games. Hopefully your attention span can handle it. So we're just going to start at crash site and probably just weave our way through the entire map. So a lot of times you'll be in this area, maybe you're landing here, and there's a team on the inside here. And a lot of times what teams can just do is pretty much just hold some nasty angles on you from, you know, they kind of just wait here for you to walk through, and there's not a lot you can do unless you know exactly where they are and you're a better player and all this stuff. But they have good angles to get through this choke point. Do this neat little trick here at crash site as well. And kind of just shoot your portal quite literally through this bad boy. That's just the reality. If you climb up, so you end up here and you can probably get some free plays, play this area. But my thing is with this portal is that it's hard to get in and out of sometimes. That's the reality of it. So it's good now, but you can climb in and out. You got to place it kind of at a perfect point. It almost has to be on this area where it was floating. I'll show you guys a second time once we get the cooldown back, because I've done it before, and you can actually put the portal like in this area, and if you try to go back through the portal, you end up just falling to the ground. So make sure you kind of have it on this little dotted square around this area. What? This one actually can end up right there, and you can take a tether in, which is super nice when all things considered. And you can actually hop back in, hop back over. This one's really nice because it has a tether, like I said, so you can basically just hop back in there and not have to climb up, and you're still, you know, not vulnerable to any damage, which is super nice. So the pit is a very interesting point of interest, as it has 3 main choke points, and Altar can basically get through every single one in a different way. I think maybe except one, but definitely the one up here and the one up here. And the one up here that I'm kind of pointing at right now is one of the best. But maybe we'll figure something out over here. But I'll show you the 2 that I do know. So for this choke over yonder, it's a lot of these spots involve you getting up on these ledges, so keep these all in mind. But this spot, for example, it's like, oh, team's holding you out right here. Not a lot you can do, right? Well, Altar can get you past basically the entire thing, because you just shoot a portal through here. 8 meters again. Oh wow, cool. I made it to the side. I might be able to beam. Maybe I'll land on somebody. I mean, if they're you know, they're sitting here, it's different. But you know, it's obviously everything is situational. But you can get to these portals in and out pretty quickly. If somebody's around this corner holding you out, you want to get your portal out and just do it from this side as well. And you just climb in and it's like, oh wow, cool. I'm behind them now. Free shots. But this is my favorite one over here. This is absolutely my favorite one. I think it is one of the best spots in the entire game. But this is an annoying choke. It's got a little curve on it. It's like, even if you get around the corner, it's like, oh, there's going to be a team just sitting here looking pretty. This spot's crazy. Basically, you go past the yellow, and you get up here, and you just shoot a portal. You can actually, there's a spot on the wall somewhere that I did it yesterday. You can find it towards the end here. There you go. You can get it 20 meters, 18 meters. I never really tried over here. I think the farther you go, probably the better, if I had to guess. So we're going to go as far right as we can, and I'm in free rotation. You cannot get back in, though, like I said. Unless you have an Octane jump pad, you're not climbing back in there. But this is, I mean, you can climb over the wall pretty effectively and get out of here and just, like, find cover in the house if you have to. Some of these ranked rotations on Kings Canyon are unforgiving. So Runoff has a lot of possibilities. You can basically get free high ground whenever you want with Altar. Jesus. With Altar's portal, you know, wherever you are, you can kind of just like look up most of the time and just shoot a portal, go up, and you have high ground and maybe take shots on people. But where I think Altar is going to shine specifically on these buildings, and this is pretty much any building in general. I just know, like, when you have runoff zones and end games, people love to sit on top of these things, like right above me, up on these buildings. You know, they'd love to camp up top. And I think what you're going to see people do, especially this building, it's literally free. If you can, like, I mean, if somebody's sitting like right here, right, and you're like playing low ground, and you know they're up there and they're not moving, taking shots, it's like, okay, let me just literally capture you for literally free, and my team's gonna literally fry you now. Like, I mean, it's like this building is scary for Alter. Unfortunately, there's not a lot that I found over here. And then we can shoot our portal up and get all the way up here, get some height, maybe, you know, go across the plains, do our thing wherever we gotta go. You can actually get high ground from here as well, shooting straight up and getting height onto this area with Alter's portal. You can pretty much shoot up with I mean, I'm trying not to do these super practical high ground, like, oh, let me look up and get height. I'm trying to, like, make you use your brain a little bit, right? And so I think that's a good one to look at. Over here, so if you're on the way ground and you're just like, I mean, people are up on the roofs doing their thing, you want a chance at maybe to surprise your enemies, maybe not. You can shoot a portal right here and get height. It's a very long portal, so enemies will definitely have time to react, but I mean, you can get up here if you need high ground in general. There's a few surprise plays I think you can kind of surprise your enemies with, because teams will kind of sometimes, we're watching the climb ups, we're watching this climb up, these stairs, they got a lot to look at. So, and usually it's pretty obvious when somebody's coming up, like right here. Well, you can kind of like, you can do like, you can literally get right up in their face for the most part, like right here, and you're up in their face like with a, like ready to go, which is a pretty nice. And you can do it on the other side too, which people know about now, which is probably going to get patched at some point. So I don't think it's going to, but you can pretty much just shoot a portal. Maybe, is it down here? Go above? Yeah, you can shoot a portal from down here. There's actually a secret room up here. And some of you that new players probably don't know this is even here, but this used to be an Easter egg for Caustic and Watson with some lore going on, and used to be able to activate this computer. Maybe you can activate it still in pubs and private matches. It doesn't work, but basically how this works, if you didn't know, there you need Caustic or Watson to access this room, and like I said, there were little voice lines of computers you could interact with, but you'd have to have Caustic or Watson to open the door. Alter can just say, screw it, I'm going through here. There's nothing you can do about it. So if you need to, like, you know, run away or rat or do whatever you want to do, this is still in the game as of the time I'm recording this. I'm assuming they're going to fix it. I don't know how they're going to fix it, but you can kind of just come in here and chill on there. So we're going to try this again. So it was like right here, I think. Yeah. So stay on this box and kind of aim for the left little side of this, and you get up here for free, which is pretty neat. Now, if you saw my original short, you already know about this market one that we found, but this choke point, yet again, not a fun place to be, as we've talked about before. So, if you're being held out, let's say, you need to rotate out this way, and you got a team sitting, you know, maybe behind the truck, behind the rock, you know, maybe somebody off here to the left, kind of just waiting for you guys to run out and get shots on you, well, you can turn the tide on them pretty easily. So what you want to do at a market is actually come out of this red door, head east and go in between this tree and this rock, and then go behind the rock, and you should be able to find a spot in here that is 20 meters or a little bit less to portal out of. Now, it takes a little bit of time to find as I'm struggling myself, but there it is. There's actually a little spot around here where the green meets the rest of the rock, and you can shoot it. And this actually is a tether, which is interesting. It's the one I didn't have a tether, so this must mean we're kind of high in the air. This one, there you go, which, I mean, pretty easy. You end up literally to the right of these guys with cover. You can probably just get up here and maybe take shots, actually. And, I mean, look how far you get. I mean, it's pretty serious. I mean, it's a good little spot. And if you want to get, and say it's vice versa, maybe you have to go through this choke, this side, and get up to market. And you have guys basically just peeking this, waiting for you to come through. Now, it's not as good because people are going to be able to beam you immediately when you come out. But it's better than trying to face them head-on from low ground. All you have to do is come up to this white tree here that you see behind this square building and shoot it at this little dark spot. And you should be able to find a little place to portal. And then you're here. And you have a big rock that actually has you covered. So there's a chance you maybe get an Octane jump pad, rotate up onto the roof. Alter has lots of potential with Octane, I think. So bunker is not a fun place to be, being held out from either the outside or the inside. I have some solutions for everybody. So if you have Alter, you can pretty much actually just do this with her pipe and get a tether, and you're actually in this room behind everybody, holding you out. And you got a door here for safekeeping. So you just, you know, hop up on this thing, little ledge, and hop in, and then you're done. It is pretty nice. I don't know if I can place this from the inside, but I think I can actually. I think I can just do this, has a tether and everything, and I just, boom, I'm here. So same thing. I mean, it works both sides. If you're being held out by, say, a team that's either, you know, all around you, maybe up here, this is a really good spot. You just want to shoot this bad boy up on this wall, and it'll eventually work. You gotta trust me. Unless they patch this, because I did this the other day. There you go, top right corner. Climb up, altar portal, and then you kind of just have these boxes to play behind, depending on where you gotta rotate. You could, you know, play these, maybe, you know, get down here and do your thing, whatever you gotta do. So, it does go right to the scoreboard, so I don't think you're climbing back up there unless you got yet again an octane pad, but it does work. And same thing, if you gotta get inside, you can kind of just, you know, do this with the tether and you end up inside. So that is neat. And if you're being held out yet again, you can also go for this side, little 11-meter portal, and you're on this side, and you kind of have cover a little bit from that big wall right there, and you get out for free. You can slide down here maybe and do what you got to do, but there's ways to get out of the bunker now with altar. You're no longer just going to be stuck in there as long as you have one on your team. And last but certainly not least, you have this, which, you know, I think is really good actually, which makes no sense, if I'm being honest. But you can get basically into this room. If the door is open, you're in here for free, because you have the little bit of phase time that you're in Altar's portal, and you just run in here, and you're safe. Like, closed door, boom. Everybody's safe. It's a really good portal. You also have this one, because people love to camp up here and, like, hold this door when they're weak. You can kind of shoot a portal from this bottom section up, basically hop into this corner down here, and you can just phase up, and you're right here on their door, and they're dead. So, and you can kind of do it on this side as well by hopping into this corner and hopping into the portal, and you're up here, and the door's right there. So, I mean, it's pretty solid strat. Hop in there, and then you go. I'm lost going into this portal, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm lost every time. It completely flips you around. There you go. No, it doesn't. You're just dumb, Griff. But there you go. I mean, I think it was pretty good spots for a pulsar. The rig has one spot that that you guys need to know about. It is hilarious. Johnny posted a video about it, and hopefully he gets back to me so I can use it in this video. But I'm going to show his clip because it's right here. It's on the replicator. So basically, you just shoot a replicator. You shoot it at the charge tower, and sometimes the portal, I don't even know where it goes, but it throws them off the map. It is really, there it is. It throws you right there, which is off the map. So unless you're like Valk, you know, maybe Ash Portal or like Pathy Grapple, you're just gonna drop into the abyss and you're done. So that's a funny clip that I hope I can put on here. All right, so now we're at Altar's best POI in what I could imagine is the best in any map. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't touched the other maps yet that aren't Kings Canyon. But Capacitor and Labs. You guys have probably seen the many plays that have been done here at this place. And it's because of the underground area that Labs has. And also you can just slide in through a wall here with Altar and get tethers and be able to jump into fights and do your thing. And oh, you're in here. It's that nice. And the other thing you can do with her is when you can use her ultimate. You can just throw this in a corner, right? I'm gonna be able to use this portal when I want. Oh, the portal's expired. I'm fighting. I'm cracked. I'm really hurt. Okay, let me just, you know, open this portal. I open my Nexus, and it actually sometimes goes all the way around the wall, which is really funny, and then ends up back to here. So, it's super nice ability, to be honest. You basically, whenever you want to come in through here, through the giant walls of Capacitor, wherever you decide to jump into, make sure you have the tether marking before you drop your portal, or you're going to be in trouble, my friends. And sometimes it's very, very precise on how you have to do it and where it actually wants to cooperate, because it's there, it's flashing, but I'm struggling with the micro adjustments. There's one. So this portal is going to take me through, and I get a tether, which is my escape card out. So I'm in here, I'm doing my thing, I'm fighting, whatever it is. Okay, cool. Maybe I want to, you know, go back and heal up and do my thing, come back in a little bit, let my portal come back, and then I'm going to heal up, do my thing, and jump back into the action. Other thing that you can do with Altar that you've probably seen a billion times at this point in time is once you get here, you can actually, you know, probably like right here. Once you get right here, you can shoot your portal down and get into the Labs POI. So wherever you are on the map, like, I've seen people literally not, they skip going through the portal right here. They skip going to the giant portal to get loot. They skip landing at any of the doors on the inside. They skip landing at any of these POIs or any of these buildings. They land like right here, and they just portal down with a tether, and they're in the middle of all the loot. Could you imagine getting a PK off drop? And before any of them, I mean, you pick your poison. If you want to go here, cool. You're all dead, no guns. See ya, have a good time. Like, you're getting mowed down. Or you can go behind, you know, and go the portal way, and you have a free, you know, get a free gel card. And then the same thing goes. If you're in here and you're in trouble and you're hurt and you're on a door or something, it's like, okay, I got to get out of here. Let me just tether out and, you know, run. And maybe my team's up here. I mean, like, she can basically navigate these POIs and the high ground and low ground however she decides to do so, which is very, very fun. And the best portal that I think she has here, if you're being chased, you know, by a team or something, and you need to, you know, distance yourself, you can pretty much portal, like, right here into the ground, and you're in the other portal. Like, you literally land in it. You land in the big portal, and you get an immediate, you know, little runaway ability. You get a redeploy, and maybe get some distance on whoever the hell's chasing you, and get out. Which brings us to our next position, which is this terrible choke point, which is a perfect segue. So this choke sucks, as we all know, and there's actually spots on both sides to get through. And I got to refresh my memory. This choke point, and there you go. So basically behind the tree. So you want to look basically from this choke. You want to go past the banners. You want to go behind this tree, and you can shoot a portal kind of through here. And I'm sure there's even more spots along the way. I'm trying to get like the most. This 18 meters is pretty good. So we'll go through here, and look where you end up, right here. You can't necessarily go back. You can climb back in, I guess. No, I guess you can't climb back in. Maybe you're just not athletic enough and can't stay up. But, you know, there is a way to get to this choke. And look where you end up. It's a pretty good spot, realistically. Like, you have a natural hill, a natural rock cover here to kind of keep you good from the right. And you can probably peek your head, take some shots, do your thing. It's a pretty good deal. And if you're getting held out from the other side, it's the same thing. You just, you know, shoot a portal. Like, you know, you're good. Pretty simple stuff. I mean, it's pretty fire, in my opinion. Terrible spot to be, because only way to get through the choke point is, like, sets of stairs, and it's god-awful. And there's not a lot you can do, whether you got to go up or go down. It's not fun. Right here. Literally, like, hug this and just shoot up your frickin' portal. You get a nice little tether. And hey, how about that? I'm on the back side of where people are going to camp you out, or people are going to hold me out, I should say. And there's, like, nothing that they can do. Like, there's not a thing. Like, I mean, you're already here. You're above them now. And if, like, I mean, if they can move back, and you can, you know, depending on who's in your party, if you have, like, a movement legend, whether it's a Pathy, maybe a Valk or whatever, you can get a free Valk ult out of this altar portal, and there's nothing they can really do. And it's the same thing. If you got to, you know, get down, like, oh man, they're camping the staircase, there's not a lot I can do. I'm kind of screwed here. You just want to, you know, shoot a portal down. Make sure it's got a tether, so you know. And then it's like, boom, you're good. That's like, it's free. You rotate out. And if you want to even make it even better, maybe they're camping further down there, you can pretty much just walk over here. And when I get my portal back in like 10 seconds, you can actually just shoot one down in this area. And you'll get further down into the little cave area there, or whatever they want to call it. Nice little tether. You hop down, cool. Like, you know, this isn't the best spot to be, but like, you know, it's better than what could happen, which is you getting camped on the staircase. And I have some fun ones for you, which is this side. Maybe you're getting held out on this side, whatever side it may or may not be. You could be being held out from the outside to the in, or the inside to the out. These spots both work however you want to do it. If you want to come over here, if you want to get to the right side safely, just walk this way towards these gates, and you can actually shoot a portal somewhere in this area. Just you gotta wait till it snaps. Here's a 9-meter one, but sometimes you can get it like, but here you go, 12 meters. Go hop up here, climb, boom, you're up here now, which is pretty sweet, I dare say. So pretty good, in my opinion. Don't ask me how that works. You can see the indicator over there. I don't quite get it myself, but you just gotta trust me. It indeed works. And if you want to get out to that side, you can actually just shoot a portal like over here on this wall, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe up. Hey, up. Where does this take you? I don't know. I don't know where it's gonna go. Let's find out. Zoom in. So there you go. You're out of there. You're free to the right side, which is pretty baller, I must say. And as for this right side, this is probably one of my favorites in the entire game, and you've seen this on my shorts as well, if you've been watching them. You can basically, if you're being held out, whether inside or outside, like I said, you can come over here and you want to aim for the bottom right corner of these metal gates, and you should be able to get a nice 20-meter jump through at some point. Make sure you're close enough, I guess, to it, but you should be able to find it, because I did it in a YouTube video. There you go, 19 meters. Maybe it's to the right of it. Nonetheless, this should take you right into the Devil Doors building, which is as, like, the best cover. Like, you're in a building, you know. If there's somebody in here, that's tough, obviously, but, I'm gonna hit this, because, like, why not, right? But, I mean, it's a pretty damn good rotate. I mean, so, same kind of thing, just aim for the corner that I was in, and you should be able to eventually get it to stick in some way. It will work. There's right here, maybe? No. Just keep kind of like fiddling with it, and then you're probably gonna get lucky and it'll work. But I mean, like, yeah, there you go. I mean, it's pretty good. This is one of the best in the game for sure. The map room didn't have anything, but this one's just kind of fun. If you guys didn't know, there's a cave system down here below swamps, which, you know, has 2 entrances, and sometimes end zones end over here, or maybe potentially end in this area. But this is like the second to last one. You can kind of shoot your portal up actually to any point throughout this cave and get high ground. Pretty much anywhere, which is really nice. So I'm gonna do this 18 meter one. Where'd I see it? 17 meters. There you go. It's like cool, and you have high ground. Pretty nice. I don't think there's a way to get to the building per se, but you can get up here for free, which is pretty neat. I don't think you can get to the building because the caves. Yeah, the caves kind of the way the cave works. That's pretty much it. But that's pretty much every spot that I could think of that wasn't, like, super obvious. Like, shoot your portal up in the sky or up at this ceiling and get high ground. Like, I mean, I didn't want to make these super obvious. I wanted to give you guys some interesting ways to use Altar on Kings Canyon. I haven't touched Stormpoint or even really looked at the new Broken Moon map, so I got to do those 2. Let me know which map you want to see next. And if you haven't liked the video yet, you got this far, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video. And if you did actually get this far in this video and watched it all the way through, how about you comment the word GOAT? To know, so I know who watched all the way, and I'll heart all your comments that typed GOAT. So thanks for being here. Like the video, subscribe. We got more videos coming, probably in the next. I mean, I'm gonna be working. I mean, this is the only content that I can think of to make at the moment, so I'm kind of having a blast doing it as well. But I'll stop yapping. Thanks for being here. Like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Good evening, morning, good night, whenever you're watching. Thank you so much. My name's Griff, and I'm out.